Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Janelle Veronica and I post makeup videos twice a week on Wednesdays and on Saturdays. So if you absolutely love your makeup, make sure that you subscribe and join the family here in Makeup Land. For today's makeup, I have some Nars. I'm going to go in with my Nars foundation. I'm going to dust off the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer and use that today. For my eyeshadow, I'm going to go in with a colored Raine eyeshadow palette. This is the colored Raine Queen of Hearts eyeshadow palette. Such a nice, cute palette. We have some browns, some plums, some shimmers, some mattes, gold shimmers. So pretty. So this is what I'm going to be using to create the eye look today. So with that said, let me get to priming and let me get some makeup on my face. For my primer today, I'm going to try a new primer. It's not new on the market, but it's new to me. This is the first time that I'm using it. This is the NYX Shine Killer Primer. So let's see how this mattifies the skin today. I'm just going to work that into the skin. It feels like a silicone primer. It is very smoothing on the skin. Alright, it feels like a light silky veil over the face. My hands are just gliding on my face so smoothly, and it looks like if it's mattified my face just a little bit. So we're going to work with that today and see how we like it. For my foundation, I'm going to go in with the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation in the shade Marquises. I'm just going to go in and dot that all over the face. And I'm just going to pounce that foundation in. Alright, we are all blended out, and look at how beautiful that foundation looks. It's full coverage, but it's not a cakey full coverage. I don't like a cakey foundation at all. As the name says, it's a nice soft matte foundation, and it's absolutely beautiful. I'm going to go in now with the e.l.f. 16 Hour Camo Concealer. This is the matte one in the shade Deep Olive, and do some concealing and highlighting of my face. I'm going to conceal my mustache and then a little bit on my chin. Now this concealer dries down so quickly, so I'm going to go in and immediately blend that out. I am going in with a callus sponge, starting at my chin, onto the forehead, down the bridge of my nose, then onto the under eye. I think this concealer costs about $6, but it's a good concealer. It's nice, full coverage, blends out like a dream. Alright, so pretty. I'm going to go in and just quickly do some contouring. For my contour, I'm going to go in with a concealer today. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. Why can't I get it opened? There we go. And I'm going in with the shade 445 Expresso. And a little bit around the forehead. I'm just going to go in with my BH Cosmetics number 3 brush and blend that out. You know, making sure to work the cheekbones upwards. I'm going to go in now and set my concealer down. For my setting powder today, I'm going in with the Juvia's Place I Am Magic setting powder in the shade Gobi. And I'm just going to go in and set down all of the areas that I went in with that e.l.f. concealer. Really work that powder in to melt it into the concealer. On my chin. Alright, nice. Concealer is all set. I'm going to go in and set the rest of my face. To set my face, I'm going in with the Maybelline Superstay Full Coverage Powder in the shade 375 Java. Alright, nice. I'm going to go in and do some bronzing now. For my bronzer, I'm going to go with the Juvia's Place bronzer today. This is the dark one. There are 2 shades, but I'm going to go in with the darker shade as my bronzer. And to bronze, I'm going in with my Ashley Lee P04 brush. So we're just going to go in and warm up the cheekbones. Around the forehead, into the hairline. I'm going to go in with the lighter shade in the bronzer and just use that to sculpt my nose out. I'm just setting down the bridge of my nose. This is with the Juvia's Place setting powder. Alright guys, let me just do my brows quickly, come back and get into the eyeshadow look. Alright guys, so I did my brows off camera quickly just to save a little bit of time. As I said, for the eyeshadow, I'm going in with the Colored Raine Queen of Hearts eyeshadow palette. I think I'm going to do a halo eye today. I have not done a halo eye in ages, so I'm going to do that today. So I'm going to start by going into this plum shade in the palette. It's called Ladyship, and I'm going in with a Morphe M434 brush. To prime my eyes for the eyeshadow, I just went in with some of the same e.l.f. concealer. So I'm just going to make sure to build this up in the crease, on the outer edge and the inner corner of the eye. I'm just taking my time and building up that color. I'll go in and blend it out in a little bit. But I just want to make sure that I work it on the inner corner and the outer corner of the eye, since we're doing a halo eye today. Alright, so I'm happy with that. I'm going to go into this pale pink called Princess in the palette, and I'm going to use that to just blend the edges out and soften the edges of that plum colored shade. I'm going to go in and clean up the center of my lid with a little bit of the Juvia's Place Eye Primer in shade number 2. For my lid, I'm going to put the color called Royal Highness. It's a pale pink shimmer shade. I'm going to work that on the center of the lid. Back in with the plum shade called Ladyship, just to go around that halo and make sure that everything is nicely blended. For my lower lash line, I'm going to go back into the plum shade and really smoke out my lower lash line. For a pop on the inner corner, I'm going to go into Your Majesty, which is that gold shade in the palette. Alright, that is so cute. That gold, so pretty. Let me pop a pair of lashes on and come back and wrap up the rest of my face. Lashes are really going to bring this eye look together. Alright guys, so I popped my lashes on. I'm going to put some blush on now. For my blush, I'm going to go in with a Revlon blush. This is the Revlon powder blush in the shade Very Berry. It's a pinky mauvey shade, and I'm going in with my Real Techniques 400 blush brush. So we're just going to blush the cheeks up, add a little bit more color to the face. I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in Molten Gold and highlight down the bridge of my nose, on the tip, in with my sponge to make sure that it sinks in nicely to the skin. You want it to be blinding, but you don't want it to be blinding. I'm just going to perfect my under eyes, going in with my Morphe M554 tapered paddle brush. As I always say, so good for getting directly under the eyes. I'm going to dip into some of that Juvia's Place setting powder, shake the excess off, then just go in and perfect my under eyes and blend it nicely into the blush. Alright, and as you can see, that just smooths out the under eyes, make the under eyes look nice and perfected. For my setting spray today, I am going in with the Morphe Mattifying Continuous Setting Mist. I just love the way how this smells. It has this nice fruity scent to it. Alright, so my face is still drying down from that setting spray, so it's going to look a little bit wet. I'm just going to go in and do my lips while that setting spray dries down. I'm going to go in with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Night Moth. Alright, and I'm just filling in my top lip and lining my lower lip as usual. For my lipstick, I'm going to go pink on the lip. This is the Palladio Velvet Matte Cream Lip Color in the shade Raw Silk. And I'm just going to top that with a clear gloss. I love a glossy lip. Alright guys, and that is the makeup look all complete. My nice full coverage, easy, simple makeup look. I don't do anything too complicated here on this channel. Just very, very simple makeup. That's the way how I like it. Alright, so we're nicely blushed, nicely contoured. And as I said, ignore my lights. My forehead is not over highlighted. Everything is nicely blended. Everything is nice and seamless. I absolutely love the Nars Soft Matte Complete Foundation. It's been around for ages, but all of the girlies always rave about it. It is really, really good. I think the e.l.f. Camo Concealer for $6. This is a good concealer. Alright, it comes in a variety of shades. It's full coverage. Once you go in and blend it out immediately, if you let that thing sit on your face, you're not going to be able to blend it out. So just go in and blend it out immediately. Alright guys, so thank you very much for hanging out with me for yet another video. Hope you had fun. Hope you like the halo eye. I hope it's even. This is as even as it's going to get today. I had a little bit too much coffee this morning and my hands were a little bit shaky. So if it's not even, we're going to blame it on the coffee. Anyway, so until next time, be fantastic. Have a fabulous week wherever you are, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.